Everyone at Hexatech Corp knew things were falling apart. The company's servers had been breached by a cyber attack. Operations were shutting down rapidly. Email servers, customer databases, payroll systems, all inaccessible. Millions were at risk. Their biggest product launch was only 3 days away. Inside the glass conference room, executives argued over each other, sweat beading their foreheads as the CEO, Nolan Reed, slammed his fist on the table. "We've already called every cybersecurity firm in the city," he barked. "They either can't fix it in time or want to charge us more than we can afford." An awkward silence fell. Everyone stared at the blinking monitor's error codes. Firewalls breaking, encrypted files vanishing, and then, quietly, the door creaked open. Everyone turned. Standing there was a woman in gray overalls. Holding a mop in one hand and a small cart with cleaning supplies in the other, it was Maya. The night. Janitor, she'd worked there for 2 years, always quiet, always invisible, the kind of person people walked past without ever noticing. Nolan looked irritated. "Can this wait? We're in the middle of a crisis." "I know," Maya said calmly. "That's why I came." Someone scoffed. Another whispered, "She's just the janitor." But Maya took a step forward. "I think I can. Help." The room went silent again, this time in stunned disbelief. Nolan raised an eyebrow, skeptical. "Help? How exactly?" She set the mop aside and reached into her back pocket, pulling out a flash drive. "I've been watching the attack. Not random, it's internal. Someone from the company is leaking access codes." "You're saying this is an inside job?" one executive gasped. "Yes," Maya replied, her voice calm but confident. "And I can prove it." Nolan scoffed. "And you figured this out while mopping floors?" She met his gaze, unflinching. "I used to work for a military-grade cybersecurity firm. Top analyst. Until I had to take time off for family reasons. When I applied here, I didn't get past reception with my resume, but I needed the job. So I took whatever I could get." He stared at her, processing. "You mean to tell me you've been here all this time, sweeping floors? Of background?" She nodded. "I didn't come here for validation," she said. "I came to help. But if you'd rather lose your company than take help from a janitor, I'll go back to cleaning." Nolan hesitated. Then finally he gestured toward the main console. "Go ahead." Maya moved fast. Within minutes, she'd pulled up the mainframe, bypassed the malware without triggering deeper corruption, and started tracing the data traffic. Lines of code flashed across the screen as executives watched in awe. In just 18 minutes, she froze. There. She pointed to a specific IP address traced back to a senior IT engineer. "Here's your mole," she said. "He embedded a backdoor 3 weeks ago. I can reverse it and recover 90% of your data if I move now." "Do it," Nolan ordered. It was intense. The entire office watched as Maya typed, patched, and rebooted sections of the network. Sparks flew. Warnings flashed. At one point, it looked like the whole system would crash again, but Maya kept going, steady, focused. And then, the screen blinked green. "System secured." Gasps, cheers. Then silence. Nolan stepped forward. "You just saved a $200 million company. You saved us all." Maya smiled slightly. "Not bad for a janitor, right?" The next day, everything changed. Maya walked into work like usual. Same clothes, same cart, until she saw her photo on the company's front page. "Cybersecurity hero saves Hexatech from collapse." She was immediately invited to the top floor, where Nolan was waiting. He stood up, smiling. "I owe you an apology." "You don't," she said, "but I'll accept one anyway." He laughed, then held out a folder. She opened it. Inside was a promotion letter. Full-time head of cybersecurity, 6-figure salary, corner office. She blinked, stunned. "I don't know what to say," Nolan grinned. "Say yes, and tell me where we should start fixing our systems permanently." Maya accepted, and as she moved into her new office, she passed by the very hallways she used to sweep. Everyone looked at her differently now. but she stayed the same, humble, smart, focused. She later led workshops across the company on ethical security, cyber hygiene, and at Nolan's request, unconscious bias in hiring. Months later, at a national tech conference, Nolan was asked during an interview, "What was your biggest lesson as a CEO?" Smiled. "That brilliance can come from anywhere, even from someone mopping the floor outside your office. Because the truth is talent has no uniform, and sometimes the person you ignore could be the one who saves everything."